People who give job interviews, what are some subtle red flags that say this person won't be a good hire? 1. I once had a guy show up late with scratches and wounds all over his face and clothes, looking really disheveled. Typically, I don't waste my time with people who can't even make it to their interview on time. But this guy said that he was in a car accident on his way to the interview and got there as soon as he could. After the interview, he asked if there was any way he could get a ride back to where his car was. Believing his story, I offered him the ride. This man's car was nearly 5 miles away, legitimately crashed. And it turns out someone had broken into his car and stolen his child's car seat and stereo system during the couple of hours he was gone. I hired him. He turned out to be really difficult to work with, but the guy was a programming genius. Kept him for years before he moved on. I don't hire liars. This guy wasn't one. 2. I interviewed this lady and she brought up how she had an issue with an old coworker. At the end of it, she said the coworker passed away from cancer. Of course, I said, "Oh, I'm sorry," or something similar. And she responded with, "She got what she deserved." Yeah, no thank you. 3. I was hiring someone with web development skills. I asked a candidate to tell me about a time they encountered a critical error and how they fixed it. Their response? Well, I was on our website and noticed some information was out of date, a critical error. So I told the web development team we needed to update the critical error. 4. I was giving an interview maybe 20 minutes long. In the middle of the interview, the lady asked if she could go outside and smoke. 5. I work in politics and hire a lot of entry-level positions. With some firms, the only qualification is a pulse. In the screening call, pre-interview, I ask them about an issue that they care about. This is to first weed out anyone that doesn't have a clue what's going on, and also to weed out someone on the other side of the aisle. One person last year slipped up and somehow passed the screening call. In our office, there were cardboard cutouts of 3 prominent political figures, 2 presidents and a VP, all household names at this point. He got to the office, saw the cardboard cutouts and asked, "Who are they?" 6. If they're 23 and don't have 15 plus years of experience in their field. 7. A guy I know who works in the IT industry told me about a girl he interviewed for a junior developer job. She had a complete meltdown and completely froze. The interview ended awkwardly, and that was that. A couple of days later, the girl sent an email explaining she had issues with anxiety and asked for a second chance. Of course, my friend gave her that chance. She nailed it and got hired. She now works as a product owner after 5 years with the company.